My co-caster will be returning momentarily. No worries. As we can see live drafting going on. You can see the map draft right there. We've got Classic Arabia because that's always gonna be there in every single tournament where pro players have the choice. And Gorge, 4 lakes, and that should be Frisian. So one is missing. Which one's missing? We've got Baltic ban, we've got Rockies ban. Manu, you made the map pool. Which map am I missing?
Sorry. I just got back. So they picked Dry Arabia, 4 Lakes, Gorge, Pigeon's View, and Frisian Marshes. So they're gonna start off in Frisian Marshes. Yes, Pigeon's View. Also, I didn't make the map draft. I'm responsible for Loyal Legends, not for Warchief Club. That was Roddy.
Roddy proposed the map pool, and I threw out front range in favor of Gorge. Please don't hate me, but we've seen a lot of front range recently.
Yeah. No, I'm totally A-okay with that. And
let's send you a few more invites, and let's take a look at this draft, shall we? Ottoman, Japan, and Lancaster ban on both sides. We're all agreed. That was also, by the way, the most popular bans today for the main event of Wololo, or rather, or for the main qualifier event. But then we've got an Ayyubid ban against Myriad, and we've got a Macedonia ban against MSN. So, should be interesting. MSN naturally is... Hold on. These are not reversed this time, right? Because MSN is known for his Abbasid Ayyubid play, and I would be very curious to see a ban not like targeted against Myriad's Ayyubids. Like, that would be strange to me. Let's find out in a second.
Myriad did pick Malians, Byzantines, and French. Those are not reversed.
Yeah, the picks are not reversed, but the bans should be reversed in this interface. Let's find out in a second.
Yeah, MSN did ban Ayyubids.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay, MSN did ban Ayyubids against Myriad. So that is fine. So we've got MSN securing himself and not get Macedonia banned out. Let's find out. I mean, we already know what MSN's last pick's gonna be, but what is his second to last one? Is he gonna pick up Abbasid? Because it's not horrible on 4 lakes. It's not horrible on Frisian. Nah. Okay, no Abbasid. That would be altogether too wild. And
yeah, well, I'm just sad we don't see Mongols, but that's okay. Also, no Golden Horde, by the way. I don't think we've seen Golden Horde today either.
Which I find interesting, honestly, because it's played quite a bit in the qualifier by many people, and I think it's fairly strong, actually.
It is, yeah. It is.
Okay.
Well, it's a best of 5, not a play all 5. So we're just gonna. If MSN wins 3-0, he wins 3-0. We don't need to prolong it, you know. We don't.
If you can,
don't need to continue to suffer.
If you can talk to those guys and make them play all 5, sure. I'm going to stay here and cast those games. But I don't think we will see that because we've got Myriad complaining, I have to wait for those guys. I just want to play. Oh, it's getting so late. And we've got MSN coming in here that he's emotionally broken after waiting for an hour. I don't think we're going to see 5 full games. But maybe we'll see. We'll find out.
Maybe. Maybe.
Anyway,
so they're both still online, so haven't started their game just yet.
Okay, let's see what the first draft link here has to say for us. And it's going to be Byzantine against Zushi.
That is curious.
I did not have those on my bingo card for the starting map. Quite honestly.
Prison Marshes. That is really interesting.
Are we sure it's starting with Frisian? I mean, it should be, but still.
It should. That's the thing. It should, and that's why I'm kind of assuming that it's Frisian Marshes. But it's I mean, okay, what else would you do? So Sengoku Dynasty? No, not really.
On Frisian, like, okay, China is excellent in most situations. You also do have Ayyubid, which is really good there. Can play
French,
Delhi. Myriad can play HRE, can play Tughlaq, can play French. I think they just have better civs for those for that map in particular, but we'll find out in a second.
I mean, we still have 4 lakes, so maybe Myriad is keeping Tughlaq. No, you're not really playing Tughlaq on 4 lakes, do you?
I guess you. I mean, you can. Essentially, Tughlaq is good on all maps where you can utilize your fishing boats to defend themselves in Dark Age. And that is the one power spike you have, that you don't have to defend your own docks. And of course, you can also go for the aggression instead. And yeah, on shared water bodies, but that is not what we have here. I guess Myriad can play HRE on those maps. It's just a cookie cutter, right? It's good, but it's not no longer excellent, I'll say. French is, of course, now good on hybrid as well as on pure water, just because you get the dock doubling as a house, and you also get a free stable as you age up. But yeah. They're still in lobby. We still can't find out what the first map is actually gonna be, but we believe it should be Frisian, and those are very curious picks for that. Not because they're not because they're not good, but because you don't see them usually.
I mean, I like it. Like if it is Frisian Marshes with Byzantines against Juicy's Legacy, I really like that. It could be some really interesting off-meta play. But it is curious. That is for sure. Like both civilizations is kind of curious. But
personally, I would have expected to see French either on Gorge or on Arabia, and then Mali on the other one. But yeah, we'll find out. I guess we're gonna see Mali on Dry Arabia actually. That's gonna be my prediction. Let's see what map we have. They're still in lobby. Come on, guys. They're probably watching the stream and like, what are these numbskulls talking about?
Let them wait for just a little bit more,
Yeah. By the way, folks.
Well, I mean, there's also the delay of the client, so.
Those very few who have found their way here are watching and are not watching the qualifiers. For those who don't know what the hell this is the Warchiefs Club. This is a tournament that happens once to twice a month, as much as we can make it not clash with bigger tournaments. Sometimes we just, have to. Because people like Myriad and MSN are not exactly the people we aim for. We aim for people who cannot participate in our weekly tournaments, the Low Elo Legends series, which is for everyone under 1550, and everyone just above that. Where can they join? Like, what tournament is open to them? Everything else above is seeded by ATR, so in the first round of any qualifier, you're gonna go face up against Marine Lord. So what do? You play Warchiefs Club and gather a little bit of ATR, so you only have to beat Puppy.
Which is still pretty,
Look, even Baltune. Did Baltune beat Puppy? I don't know. I don't know how that series went, but he was up 2-0 and it was impressive as hell. Anyway.
That is true, but
and we have a minute and 30 seconds observer delay, so yeah. This is the Warchiefs Club, as I said. We're gonna make it happen once or twice a month, hopefully on this channel, hopefully with all of you guys, and hopefully with Myriad and MSN and many more. And if you like what you see, you can help us bring this out. Is this the right? No, this is the old link. God damn it, nobody updated the link. I was hoping. But yeah, we're fully community funded here. We're all volunteers. We're just doing this for funsies. So yeah, you can help us out as soon as I find the correct link. Assuming
By the
you
way,
want to.
I did just look up the series, and Puppy Paw was beating Baltoon 3-2 in the end. So
this is the classic Myriad feeling.
Yeah. I mean, after beating Lucifer 3-2, going up against Puppy Paw, and first, like, you made him sweat for it. You know, that's at least something. That's not what a lot of us can actually say. You know.
I'll have you guys know, I once beat Myriad in a best of one. The fact that it was on the test realm and he was drunk does not favor into it at all.
Oh boy, you gotta keep on holding on to that for the rest of your life. Forever.
You know what? My beastie score is actually 0 because Myriad is now beat. But yeah, folks, we are actually on Frisian Marshes, and it is Zushi versus Byzantines. And let me reverse those cameras because this might be more pleasurable. Anyway, we've got Myriad in the purple in the bottom spawn as I pause this real quick because we're getting some stutters. And
as it should, I might add.
Yeah.
You know, purple Byzantines, that's how it should be.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like we would have had to disqualify him if he didn't. It's okay.
It's kind of. And yeah, I mean, Msn.dk on blue, which is a totally fine color for Jushi's Legacy. On the right side, going out on mining camp, so he does have the mill supervised by the IO, and then 2 already on gold. Yeah. And neither play. Well, okay, I want to say neither play.
Myriad is on docks.
Actually is on docks. Also, yeah, going for fishing boats as well. Which it is so hilarious to me that when you fish from the fish, if you get it from the fish, you actually get oil as well.
You already had 1 oil extra. Look at that. 1 per minute is right now his income for oil. It's
beautiful.
Oil income through fishing is very low. I'll just say that.
It is very low. It is very low, but it is there. Like, that's the cool thing. Like, this is the only Civ that actually gets extra resources from fishing.
Yeah.
So
you know what? I'll allow it. That's absolutely valid argument. I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that you get olive oil from fish. I mean, explain that to me. You know?
Okay,
what I mean?
It's fish oil. It's just called olive oil. On maybe there's olives in like. Okay, no, I don't have an explanation. I'm sorry.
Like, maybe the fish are eating olives. I don't know, but it's probably, I don't know. It's also funny. I realized the other day that in the stats at the end of the game, there's no silver column, so the Macedonians actually use the oil column as well. I didn't know that before.
I would love if they just changed it to extra resource or something, or maybe you just get a little prompt that says, "Okay, I'm Macedonia. Let's change this loaded text message to silver." But no, as we watch the meditation garden come up, and it's actually a pretty nice one, because you really want to have food in that, and you got double berry patches here.
Yeah, that's a solid spot. Double food plus the wood line. Yeah.
What's interesting to me is that MSN had the choice to get a little bit less wood on this, go for the stealth forest that of course has less trees, and take the stone instead. But he opted to not go for that, and we see a villager without any defense go straight ahead, and we're gonna see a proxy Rex, I think.
It's the scouting villager, as we all know it, just going through the stealth forest.
I think this is gonna be a proxy barracks. And then he's gonna be in mass palace guards. And there's the barracks.
There's the barracks.
And
way
this is
outside, of course, of the vision range here. So Myriad does not know that. His scout currently busy collecting the sheep and bringing them back home. That is interesting. Like, that could work so well.
So, in this matchup, the proxy barracks is not unheard of. Like, Myriad knows this strategy exists. We've seen this in other tournaments before. And yeah, well, let's see if he can react to it. He did, of course, open with the dog, so he's gonna be late. He's opening with the winery. He sees the tower come up, and now he sees the barracks.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, honestly, at this point, he's regretting every second he spent building this winery. I was curious to see if he would cancel it and go Hippodrome, but he's not.
Well, I mean, at this point, you can't really cancel it. That puts you... Ooh, he's pulling villagers. He's trying to...
He doesn't have Okay, no, he doesn't have Acritoy. MSN has cancelled the tower, and Myriad, he's gonna build it right here at the edge of TC range, but that is too early palace guards. And they are faster than villagers. This is so dangerous.
They are faster and they're hitting hard. That's the third one. Pretty solid damage. Villagers need to get pulled, but that actually might not be
the tower's not going up.
Finish that tower. Oh my goodness. Yeah, now he can pull the 2 villagers that were finishing the Grand Winery, and he can try to put that outpost up, but it's been burned down dangerously low.
Not an activated Acritoy either.
No,
like,
he doesn't have a cistern in like close by, so he
has
can't
one in the
actually.
Back. He has one in the back. He could have pulled those. He could have activated it here as they move out.
That is, but the range is just very difficult, and now he cannot even hold that tower.
Tower is gone. I mean, he still has oil income through the fishing, but that is like really, really abysmal. And now he has to work without the mercenaries, and the only unit that really works against mass feudal men-at-arms for Byzantines is the Kashik, and he doesn't have access.
Well, I mean, he will get access to that at some point, but you're not gonna get the numbers that you would need.
Here comes the poll. Acritoy defense has been activated. MSN did not fortify the tower. And
no, but there's still two units in there. I suppose it's the
2 palace guards. But yeah, Myriad needs to get rid of the tower, but he still has no defense. There's 9 palace guards. Can he even kill the tower?
I don't think he can. I mean, he's losing villagers now, or he needs to pull them. Oh my! Yeah, the villagers just repairing that.
This game is
lost the villager there. This game is so done. Oh my goodness! Like he lost 6 villagers already, or at least
6 dead vills. The dock is down. He does have a galley in this pond now, but he has no way to drop off. Yeah.
He even lost the scout as well. Oh my goodness, this is getting from bad to worse really quick.
Props to MSN, that was beautifully executed, and Myriad just had the worst luck. We don't have a blacksmith for MSN just yet, so he doesn't have range defense against the archers that are now coming out. And he can't dive the TC, obviously, but yeah. This is going well.
But I mean, it's still palace guards. They have 1 less range armor than regular men-at-arms, but it's still 2 armor, and they're super fast. They're fast boys. They can chase them really quickly.
Yeah. I am actually curious to see that MSN... Okay, there's the blacksmith. I was going to say, still doesn't have a blacksmith. Myriad is making the best with the 3 archers he has.
This is so sad. Oh, wow.
He's working on it, okay? He's slowly getting there. Emphasis on the slowly. And he's probably gonna add an olive grove right on top of his town center in a second. Right where the Grand Winery still has access to it. Outpost on the goal, but it's behind. I mean, he needs to build it there, but still. Oh god.
Well, Palace Guard's moving in. They're gonna disrupt that as well. And also, while all of this is going on, MSN is building some horsemen, so he's up to 5 horsemen already, 1 more in queue, 13 palace guards, so he can easily counter the archers as soon as he wants to reveal his horsemen, which are just chilling in the stealth forest at the moment.
If you ask one Gully Deckle, this is MSN's signature move. By now you can actually absolutely expect it. If you don't see horsemen on the map against MSN, he's bound to have horsemen somewhere.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna hide them and mask them up and try to run you over with it, which is actually a good tactic, I'll say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, horsemen in general are very, very strong in feudal situations if you don't have access to knights. And even then, they're not too bad. So it does make sense. And now just look at the archers. They're getting pulled out here. They're getting baited by the palace guards. They're able to kill one as well. But now the horsemen could actually start flanking at some point. 10 horsemen already. This is going to be a rude awakening for Myriad as soon as he realizes that there's a lot of horsemen on the field and not just the palace guards,
Horsemen
which
are
are
moving.
difficult to deal with enough already.
And we've got 15 seconds until we have the range defense upgrade, but MSN is not going to wait for that. Myriad's going to see those coming, but there is absolutely nothing he can do. Oh, I mean, he can do that, I guess.
He can do that. He can choose how he goes out, you know. But yeah, just revealing the horseman and it's an instant GG. He doesn't even want to look for the engagement at this point in time.
Well played from those guys. Yeah, MSN showing you a beautiful little strategy that you can employ against your next Byzantine opponent if you're Zushi.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for that when the next time I'm playing Byzantines again. But yeah, and now the pick makes a lot more sense. I mean, on Frisian Marshes, you're kind of close to your opponent with Juicy's Legacy, and also like let's talk about the meditation gardens again. With all the food and wood, that's exactly what you need for the horsemen. That's one of the reasons why I was able to pump them out like that. So really well played, really good planning and execution.
I'll say
how you would expect it.
I don't think he needed the horsemen, because if he had just made for the same amount of resources just palace guards purely, then Myriad would have also had to tap out because he cannot defend that amount. But still, yeah, it was a good switch. It made sense, absolutely.
It definitely did make sense. And it was beautiful to watch. Like I just like things like that, you know. Alrighty, well, next up is 4 Lakes, and I'm just putting in the civs as well. So
just did.
There we have it. Well, no, I did it before you, I think.
Damn it. Anyway, as you can see, we're gonna have the Grey Delhi against the Yellow Bird Abbassid. So yeah, we're gonna have Tughlaq against Ayyubid on 4 Lakes. I'm a big fan of 4 Lakes. I'm a big fan of having multiple ponds to fight over, and Ayyubid has cheaper docks, and Tughlaq is known for the fisher boats being able to defend themselves, so maybe they can go on multiple docks. So we'll see how this one works out. What I didn't see earlier was counter docks. I was a little sad about that one.
Yeah. But there were other things going on, so I'll allow it, you know. Game is already on, by the way, so if you invite me, you know, hint, hint.
Have a little patience, okay?
I'm just, you know, dishing out what I had to take earlier, so...
No idea what you're talking about, mate.
Well, I know what I'm talking about, mate.
We are hopping into the game. We're gonna have observer delays still, but yeah. Actually, we only have 7 people here, but I'm just gonna make a prediction because I like to predict things. I would like to make a prediction, but my keyboard swapped to English and I don't know where the front slash is on that keyboard. So prediction. Start prediction. Okay, our last prediction over here was Wham against Lucifron. Whoopsies. Prediction winner. Myriad or MSN. And custom outcomes. God damn it. I can't hit create prediction on this. Well, anyway, let's not do predictions instead. Let's hop into the game.
Yeah.
The OBS interface is too small. Folks, we're in the finals of the Warchiefs Club for this week. And this is game number 2 as MSN is up 1-0. And we're watching Myriad scout in the green as he playing the Tughlaq Dynasty. And MSN on the top spawn in the blue. Green against blue, yay. But dock opening for Ayyubids, dock opening for Tughlaq. I have a theory here. I don't think Myriad can win if he doesn't open Dark Age Barracks. It's just, like, he's so used to that now against the Tiger matches. Let's quickly check the spawns, but hold on a minute. MSN is going double dock right next to each other to pump out twice the amount of fishing boats. Let's see, how many does he have on wood?
Oh. That's crazy.
Can he sustain it? When does it actually pay off for him? I mean, he's paying the same amount as Myriad is for these docks, for both of them. And now he's getting the fishing boat here just a little faster. But still, this is it's a lot of investment. Like, you don't have wood to pump out of both of them continuously.
Well, I mean, you do get them cheaper, so I guess it kind of works.
Kind of works. Still, an interesting opening.
I mean, I when in doubt, I tend to not, judge what they're doing and just trust the process. You know what I mean? So
that is exactly the right attitude.
I mean, let's put it that way. I'm sure that MSN has done that more than once, and it probably must have worked out, because otherwise he wouldn't be like, well, let's try it again. Maybe it works this time. So
you know what would be funny? If I just made two docks next to each other. Well, yeah, I mean, no, that's just me on ladder games.
Well, he could have put it on the other dog, I guess, so that to have both dogs at the same time. But yeah, he'll do it later, I guess. Meanwhile, Myriad is also putting down a second dog at the moment.
Yeah. So
just trying to have that strong water presence.
He did scout out MSN's shenanigans and answered with an immediate queue of the second dog here.
Yeah. I mean, to your earlier point, I mean, Myriad wasn't going for Dark Age Barracks, and he did lose with Byzantines, so I guess he also didn't go for Dark Age Barracks this time. So if he's losing, what does that tell us about?
He's cursed. He's cursed.
Yeah.
Growth Ring is coming up, so MSN is just gonna choose the 3 villagers that he's gonna get from that. He wasn't even on berries to begin with, because he did not want to spend wood on the mill. With the dock opening, of course, you would delay the fishing boat for that. And yeah, so far this tells you absolutely nothing of what he's planning to do in this game. Gonna be interesting to see what he's has planned for us. Myriad on the other side, we're probably gonna see a dome. I'm just gonna lean real far out. Is it gonna be a dome? Hey, it's a dome.
Yeah, it definitely should be a dome. By the way, it seems like the UI glitch has been fixed, so Tughlaq seems to be displayed correctly when you switch the UI, if you want to do that.
Are you sure? Okay, so, I'll do that. We need to reverse the score then. Give me a second.
Yeah, I can also.
Oh my god,
reverse
it's actually fixed. Can you reverse the score real quick?
Yeah, did that. So there you go. Yeah, MSN up 1-0. Yeah, so they did fix that. Hallelujah, that's great. But yeah, Dome of the Fate, not a surprise here. Growth Wing on the other side by Ayyubids, also not the biggest surprise, I guess. Just giving him a little bit more villager, villager numbers to keep producing more boats, I guess.
Looks like MSN is just gonna choose to boom for now. He's also getting the Dark Age wheelbarrow. I mean, he's still in Dark Age for another 10 seconds. And I'm assuming we're gonna see a double Broadex the second we age up here. Or rather, the second we hit 100 gold, I'll say. Stable coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe not, because, you know, a Desert Raider does take a little bit of gold.
True, yeah. They do that.
Cool.
And yeah, we have a double stable opener by MSN. So he likes things in you know in twins, in pairs, basically. 2 dogs, 2 stables. There's 2 houses next to that town center as well. So really nice and orderly, our guy here.
How long has this scout been hitting that villager?
Not so long, actually.
He's 20 health down. Eventually, Myriad will have to pull him over.
Well, there was a wolf earlier, so that's why it was low.
Okay,
it's
fair
not
enough.
not just the scout, but yeah, at some point he might have to pull it over. The funny thing is he could actually kill the sheep before he does that, so that would be a sheep.
You know, he could also
Next to
just
the
take those 6 fishing boats, drop off food, and just shoot the scout.
Yeah, that also would be an option. Or yeah, another scout getting pulled here.
Horsemen, though, are on the way, and not far off.
Horsemen, that is interesting.
There's already
I really
4 of
expected
them.
the Desert Raiders.
Yeah, Horseman has been scouted out, but this villager has been left behind, and he's not gonna make it home, unfortunately for them. Healer Elephant is just patrolling on the gold, and it will be enough to push this horseman away. And I don't think he can. No way he can kill a villager. Like, he just doesn't have the damage.
Yeah, you can see the health is just ticking up to 50 every time, like in between the attacks.
Okay.
We do have a stable as well, so like another stable being dropped by Myriad, so he wants to really up his production here. And
Huh.
3 horsemen now. Are they able to kill something?
Focusing down,
okay.
and there's one villager dead. Myriad is now paying attention to it, is pulling back. Do we have a second healer elephant? We do not. Instead, we have a raider elephant. Look at that little guy go.
It's not that little. It's so funny how it charges at you. I love these new elephants, by the way. I think the design is really cool, and it just has so many more like use cases for elephants, and not just the 2 how it previously was. Yeah, so it's a very fun design, and it's difficult to make them like balanced because they are the horsemen, but of course they can't be 1.88 movement speed, so they kind of have need to have something else, and that's the trample ability that they have, which is really, really cool as well. So I hope we're gonna see that actually fairly soon. There you go.
Another
the red
villager
elephant's activating that.
Is just going down, and MSN is almost up to castle age. Myriad did scout out that MSN is in fact going castle, but what is he gonna do? Like, he can't ignore the horsemen. He's just massing up the raider elephants, but he can't keep up currently.
No, he can't. And I mean, he has 16 fishing boats, so he has a really strong eco as well. If I'm looking at the income per minute, it actually doesn't look like that though. Yeah. That's kind of strange.
I mean, Myriad already has 6 raider elephants, and these guys cost almost as much as a knight. Like, they are 220 resources per elephant. MSN can now no longer fight Myriad's army, but the secondary reinforcement wing in Castle Age comes in. There's gonna be a lot of Desert Raiders out, and that's gonna change things. Oh, MSN needs to pay attention here. Losing a few horsemen for free.
But yeah, I mean, with the healer elephants in the back, the raider elephants actually do really, really well.
Yeah, the problem that the raider elephants have as a fighting unit is they're very expensive for what they do, because their attack speed is so low that like, they cost almost as much as a knight, but they're much worse than a knight in terms of pure damage output.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, they do twice the damage that the horsemen do, and they kind of cost twice as much. So it's like, that's kind of like the idea behind that. But yeah, it's difficult to make it work, I guess. But oh, here they come onto the villagers on the gold.
Oh god,
oh my goodness,
react.
look at that.
Give me some
He
trampling.
didn't really react, and the trample ability does so much splash damage. It is hilarious.
Hell yeah.
That actually, oh my goodness, look at that.
That
Killing
is-
a few villagers, just going into the town center, and so far, not a single raider elephant. There you go, one going down, but the 2 healer elephants in the back, just making sure that they stay alive.
There's more villagers
And
being
now the villagers
chased.
need to run. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. And just now, Castle Age coming in for Msn.dk.
Yeah, but
That
Myriad,
went a
Myriad
lot
needs to
better than
leave
I
now.
expected.
That is so
Yeah,
many desert raiders now, and they do a lot of damage to those raider elephants. Veteran
and
upgrade is a
also-
minute out.
I mean, they're kind of like the same move speed, so it's just that the Halo elephants, they cannot keep up, so they are just lagging behind right now, and with a little bit of kiting, MSN. But the trample ability, look at that! Like just the desert raiders are still dying against them.
It's a lot of idle time for MSN here. We're constantly under the TC fire, but it is 9 villagers not working. And here come even more raider elephants. Second batch of military wing units is still 70 seconds out. We do have 4 stables set up, and we do have Castle Age desert raiders now. So MSN should be having enough to clean this up in a second. But if he's taking too long, House of Learning is coming up right now.
Yeah, and also like just that Msn.dk is cut off gold, and so it's kind of difficult to get your upgrades if you cut off gold. And the healer elephants, one went down, the other one just barely, okay, yeah, not making it out alive. But raider elephants doing a lot better than I expected, and it's so fun to watch them.
Myriad
It is
wants to counter
hilarious.
dog. It's coming if MSN doesn't scout this. Come on. And MSN scouted it. Because Myriad attacked the villager. Damn it.
Yeah, he attacked the villager because there was like I think he wanted to build a dog there, but there was already a dog there, so he just attacked the next best thing, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, there we have it. So Castle Age coming in for Myriad as well, and with the Tughlaq Dynasty, it's not the Delhi, so it doesn't take 16 minutes and 5 business days to get your upgrades. You get them a lot faster.
The second
And
you
so-
click that, you have... I think Castle Age upgrades are... Oh no, it's also 5 seconds. It's just 5
It's also
seconds.
5 seconds. Yeah, it's just 5
Here it
seconds. It's
comes.
crazy.
Veteran upgrades are coming
good-
in.
Good surround. Oh man, there it is. Instant. It's so funny.
But
there you have it.
look
But
at the Desert
it's still
Raiders.
just a raider elephant.
They're doing fairly well against this. Even with the trample here and the massive... Well,
my.
I'll say mass. A lot of damage on those elephants. So MSN, what is the plan here? What are we actually doing? Because we did see Myriad setting up 3 archery ranges and he's mass spamming archers. And his upgrade to veteran archers is gonna take 5 seconds.
Yeah. And I mean, if you have that comp, you know, you have raider elephants in the front with their trample ability, you have a couple of healer elephants in the back, and then mass archers behind that. Desert Raiders are not the greatest unit against that. Like, not at all.
MSN is starting to build lancers now because, well, he mined a little bit of gold and can actually afford one.
Emphasis is on 1. No, it's actually
There's gonna be 5. There's gonna be 5.
actually 5. It's actually 5 camel lancers. That's good.
Eventually, there's gonna be 5. MSN has 14 villagers on the top gold.
Archery range going down, so Myriad killing the production in the front. There's the 4 stables in the back and also a market, so he can sell off resources that he doesn't need anymore. But Myriad is also taking the relics right now. He's taking 2 relics. MSN is on the way to 1 already. So should get more relics than Msn.dk. And again, it's all that idle time. 15 villagers not doing anything right now, just focusing down the healer elephant. So at least that's some good value, but just the mass of raider elephants. Just wait for a second when they activate their trample. It's hilarious. There you go, and then just everything falls down and dies.
Yeah. veteran archers. They only have +1 because +2 is so damn expensive as if you're Tughlaq, but it's just enough. And MSN doesn't have anything to stop this. There's now 3 lancers on the field, but Myriad is already producing crossbows and his own lancers.
Yeah.
And now we're just gonna chase down villagers.
Yeah, raiders chasing the villagers on the wood line, desert raiders on top of the archers, but then there's also the lancer there, and dervish getting sniped as well, so Msn.dk doesn't have a dervish anymore, so that's out of the picture. That is so fun. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems a little bit toxic almost, but it is a really, really fun strat here. Villagers on the run around the wood line. Myriad barely seeing them.
I guarantee you Myriad is having fun. Those archers are currently on the prowl and they're walking exactly where the will stop.
Yeah, exactly where they are, and they can just hunt them down. Yeah, like run and right on top of them and just start shooting. That is awesome.
It
right,
should
exactly
just
like
about
that.
be GG, but let's see if MSN wants to continue this. Myriad's knights have arrived now. We still have some elephants going. And, I mean, as long as Myriad doesn't find this top gold... Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, like 1/3 of MSN's eco was idle for the last couple minutes, basically. And so, yeah, sure, Myriad is bleeding units. That is true. But at the same time, he's doing so much eco damage, and he can continue that for a very, very long time before his resources run out. That was an entertaining game. Really well played. I really like that strat with Tughlaq Dynasty.
I like the opening from MSN too. Like, he did what? 8 horsemen?
Yeah.
And Myriad had no choice but to run after him. He was scouting everything that MSN was doing. And lo and behold, he reacted correctly. He masked up his own horse things. Okay, no, it's not horse. It's also not men. It's, you know what? They were just elephants, and yeah, he hit exactly the second he needed to.
Yeah. Yeah, really, really well played. Next game is gonna be Dry Arabia, and okay.
We still have a second here. Players are still in lobby. And what do we have? It's gonna be a Frenchie.
Yeah. So as you said, Dry Arabia, French on Dry Arabia. And look at this, Whammon. Hello, hello.
It's a Whammon.
Good to have you here.
How you doing? How was casting the big boys? We're casting the littlest boys. And Myriad.
And Myriad, yes.
And unfortunately,
Man,
we didn't have
imagine...
Gully Deckle today. He was busy beating up Marine Lord.
It's been 10 months since the garrison. Can you imagine?
I can imagine.
Oh, that is so crazy.
Maybe we're gonna get a second one.
Yeah, maybe. I all know. Yeah, we are old. I'm turning 36 this year. I'm feeling really old right now.
I don't know what to tell you. I feel young. Like, I've never felt younger in my life. Okay.
I can see in your eyes that you're lying.
Maybe, but I'm still mentally 5, so it counts.
Well, that is true. That is definitely true.
Oh yeah, there's Homestead Cup too. Come on, Mareike. Pitch your sale to all 13 people in here. When is Homestead Cup? Because I'm interested and I don't know. 12th of May. Nice. Yeah. Love to check it out.
Very nice.
Oh, didn't hear anything. Our lips are sealed.
Early February, yeah. Awesome. Really looking forward to that. I'm sure it's gonna be exciting. Chew up about it, yeah. Probably. Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, let's hope that Homestead Cup's gonna be fun. Let's hope that maybe there's gonna be a Garrison 2 on the horizon.
I heard rumors, but again, nothing official, so we don't know about that. The next really big one Probably it's gonna be Londinium, I guess, right? In May.
Is there gonna be a Mareike in London?
I'm actually thinking of going with my wife there, so maybe fingers crossed. We'll have to see.
Yeah. I mean,
not famous enough. Everybody loves you.
He's kind of got a point, but at the same time, it kind of feels a little rough to go there for like 3 matches this time.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, if you don't support like those kind of, let's call it for lack of a better term, let's call it grassroots movements. If you don't support that, how can you then demand a $50,000 or $100,000 prize pool if you're not willing to show up to the events? Because that kind of signals to Microsoft that it's not worth it. So
I get where you're coming from, but I also get where she's coming from, because a South African visa might not get into London at all.
Yeah, that is a fair point. I forgot about that.
She stole breakfast for me once.
Ooh, dangerous.
Anyway, we're hopping into this game.
Yeah, let's get back to the Warchief Club.
Okay.
Yeah, nice chatting with you, Wyman. But
I'm snitching on you to Myriad. You're rooting for MSN. Okay, we all met both of them, and they're both very likable people.
Definitely, yeah.
What do we do now? And MSN stole her milkshake. Okay, we can root for Myriad, folks. We've got Myriad in the blue playing as the Frenchie here in the southern spawn, and we see him go directly onto the deer the second he found them. Let's take a look at his scouting route. Yeah, goes to the front, to the side. Yep. And luckily he finds them. If this was me, the deer would be here, both of them.
Yeah.
But in the northern spawn, we've got MSN playing China. He's not opening with any sort of shenanigans like that, just a regular mill. No IO, as you do these days. And going for a little scouting trip around Myriad's base to pick up those sheep.
Also, it's pretty crazy that both deer packs are in this on this part of the map. So that's a pretty high value deer spawn. It's just the question whether or not Msn.dk will actually let him have it. But it's definitely a solid start for now. And what did MSN scout? Well, yeah, okay, he ran to the base. He did find the gold as well, so he knows where he could potentially try to harass Myriad a little bit.
I don't think he saw Myriad scout yet, so Myriad picking a nice route here, but did not actually find too many sheep yet, just unlucky, because sheep distribution once again is a little bit uneven, as it so happens, but it's not so bad for him, because he's opening on the deer, and he already has some safe food that makes his sheep last longer. Imperial Academy coming up. For those who don't know, yes, this is a very nice placement. You put it right on the wood line, so you get the value from lumber camps as you cut through. And it's also covering the camp and the mill, and you have enough space for production.
Yeah, definitely very solid placement there. He's pulling off gold. And Myriad also scouted that. He happens to run his scout around at that very moment.
69 tax gold. Nice. Yeah, he has enough for one IO, and that's gonna be his future gold income from now on. Yes, IOs only cost 35 gold when you produce them from the academy. It's nice.
Yeah. Plus, you as you mentioned, the tax, that is gold that the IO then just collects, so you don't necessarily are bound to the gold vein as much as other civilizations. Villagers jumping into TC and then hopping out. Very nicely done here.
And here it comes. Imperial official popping out. And we've got how many taxes ready to go? 90 gold just sitting in that mill. Love to see it. Myriad is actually taking his sweet time aging up. He chose to go for 5 villagers, but deer opening with the survival techniques and with wheelbarrow is quite the investment, but he feels fairly safe. against the Chinese here. I'm curious to see if he's gonna be, because this is MSN and he sure loves his horsemen.
Yeah, I mean, especially as China, I think you like to go horseman because it helps you protect your pro scouts if you choose that route. It's also a really nice, like, pseudo knight kind of strategy that you can harass your opponents with. And then it's like, I swear, like, every single time I watch someone play, they go for horsemen. Like, it doesn't matter what your Abbasid, your Byzantines, well, maybe not with Byzantines, but with Chinese, which is his legacy, you just go horsemen and then into something else as you go to Castle Age.
I'm honestly very curious to see what MSN is cooking for us here. It is barracks and archery range in the back. It is still in academy range, so it creates extra taxes, double the amount of taxes. But still, there is no attempt here to go pro scouts just yet. We are still fully on the sheep, and he has 11 sheep, so that is, yeah. He was pretty lucky on that. But yeah, so far, it is just full military.
It is really, really interesting. I mean, I really expected a stable for the horseman, but... And I mean, he should... No, wait a minute. He didn't even scout the deer packs for the Myriad is on right now.
No, he has no idea. His scout is moving there right now, so he's gonna know in a second. I do like this back wall, though, yeah. I was gonna say, these guys need to be closer to the villager building it, or you're just gonna guard a corpse.
Yeah. Yeah, and there you have it. Now he's scouting the deer pack, and he sees the other deer pack is just right next to that, basically. So that is some high-value position for Myriad. And what is he going to do now with that information?
Well, so far, the MSN I got to know so far would be building a stable and adding some horsemen. But for now... we're up to 7 archers, and Myriad Scout is now gonna see the archery range, gonna see the barracks, he's gonna see the army move out, and what is okay, and the stable coming up.
And the stable is okay.
Does MSN know he's here? No.
Oh, he does? Well, I think he's seen him just before. Yeah, I mean, he definitely knows that he's there. He's seen him before, and now there's the knight revealing, trying to get... Ooh, that's a close call with the charge, but the spear was able to intercept that one. So no early casualty here. Stable being produced, and we do have the double scout and pro scouts coming up, so it's...
Oh, there's only 3 spears in this army that is coming to disrupt the deer camp here. So, but Myriad just walked straight into it,
and not moving. So that's why he just walked past. Once one knight is trying to take the spearman away. There's a couple archers there as well, so it could work. There's 4 knights and 5 knights.
This should be an easy hold for Myriad, because if he actually sees the army coming and gets a charge out, yeah, he's gonna just kill the spears immediately. But this is looking much better for MSN in the sense of he can actually make it home. Maybe?
Well, can he though? Because the knights are still circling around now, getting in, charging at the spearmen, taking a lot of damage, actually.
Oh.
Need to be careful to not lose the knights. Really close for them.
Very nicely played by MSN. Did you see that? He was tanking the charge on the archers because he knows, well, if my spears die, I am not gonna keep these units alive.
Yeah, really good micro here and really close call. I'm not sure if it was worth it for Myriad because he has some very low health knights right now, and he doesn't yet have... It takes another 30 seconds for chivalry, so they're basically useless at the moment.
Useless? How dare you?
I said it, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay, fair enough. There is no blacksmith, so they don't actually get attack speed buffs, or rather attack damage buffs when they charge, as the French knights do. So, yeah, they can't even two-shot a villager right now.
No, they can't. Yeah, they don't have bloomeries, so they would have to have a blacksmith first.
Oh, Emerson's gonna walk straight into him again, and the 3 hurt knights are at the front.
Oh no! Oh, there's the one getting sniped. Very nicely done here by Msn.dk. And the other one is down to 5 health. So yeah, again, like 2 are useless, 1 is dead. Not exactly how Myriad wanted this exchange to go. And the reason for that is because the scout wasn't nearby. It was just chilling there on the other side of the map.
Meanwhile, unscouted from all of this, I mean, I guess MSN can just be seen in the fog moving those deer carcasses. Let's just check. Yeah, you see there's only 2 left here. That should tell you enough if you're playing against China. But yeah, pro scouting is going on, and through all of that, he also has much higher army value than Myriad does against a Night Civ. That is concerning if you're the Night Civ.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Double
and
archery
with the
range
resources, especially, like with all the deer that he picks up, he will have food for days, and this is exactly what he needs to produce spearmen. And then go to Castle Age fairly safe. He has 360 tax right now in the mill, so if he takes that out, he can almost afford Castle Age already, which is pretty crazy.
MSN and Myriad playing a little bit of a vision game here. Myriad just trying to find an opening, and at the same time, no, never mind, that is just a scout.
Yeah, it's just a scout, unfortunately, so not a hugest threat. And yeah, Myriad already moved on to the second deer pack. Meanwhile, the pro scouts are almost done with their job. And the deer from that distance loses almost 100 food. So it's still valuable.
What are we supervising here? Okay,
Well,
he's supervising that archery range, but he's not actually producing anything. MSN is heading for Castle Age, whereas Myriad just opted to not go for that. And instead has queued 3 more knights. Let's see who's got the better plan here. But MSN is fairly secure now that he pro-scouted that full deer camp and the other one as well on his side.
Knights almost connecting with the spearmen, so taking a little bit of damage, some of them at least. And archer numbers looking at a good position, but
yeah, MSN is perfectly fine here. He has 46 military just sitting there, and he is almost, yeah, he's clicking to castle right now. Myriad cannot possibly break this at this moment.
No, he can't. Like, I would be really happy if I'm MSN right now. Going up Castle Age, just another stable, so yeah, he's gonna pump Lancers right when he hits Castle Age. And the Lancers in Castle Age, they're stronger than the Fuel Age Knights for sure, so...
Villager exposed. There is a berry patch that is blocking, but 3 dead, 4 dead, and a 5th one is gonna follow.
That was very close, getting the 5th one and now seeing the upgrade, the age up as well, but just needs to head on out here. There's a lot of spearmen there.
I mean, that is 5 dead vills. That is all that Myriad can get here at this moment, and he should be happy that he's getting it. I don't think he can stay around here. Lancers are in queue.
Shoot a little bit, but yeah, that is... He did the damage, now he needs to head out and figure out what his next step are. He's just diving. All right. Well, I guess we're
not at the vortex limit yet. We only have 12 knights now. We need 20.
Well, we're diving today, boys. So Archer's still figuring out, yeah.
Here come the Chinese knights.
I mean, there's only 2 spearmen left, so I mean, it doesn't look.
And how many French knights are left actually now that these Castle Age knights just entered the field?
Well, there's one more. There's one more, I guess. So now, okay, we're throwing the army. Okay, I see. I'm not sure
there's a
about
horseman raid in the back.
Oh boy.
Oh god, and that is all the gold villagers are being left behind here. That is another dead. MSN finds 4, might find a 5th, and Myriad's army has been completely cleaned up.
Oh wow.
Sheesh. Well, I'll say
I didn't have that dive on my bingo card. I gotta be totally honest with you. And I'm not sure if...
I mean, it's like, okay, I'm playing the same game as the other guy, right? So if I just continue making army and he's going castle age, I should have an advantage, right? So I can dive, right? Right?
No.
It's China.
No.
You can't.
It's China. Yeah. And I mean, even if he wouldn't have lost like all the army at that point, just to raid at the end, killing 5 villagers basically equalized the numbers again. And then, yeah, you do have the faster villager production at that moment still, but that was a rough one. That was I don't know what to say.
It was well played, and I think Myriad, if he just kills the 5 and pulls back, he's totally fine. Like, he did damage, and he's gonna follow him to Castle Age very soon. He's not gonna actually die to the Lancers immediately.
Yeah, it could have been slightly different here.
Look, for any other person, I would say 5 hours straight playing, yeah, that takes a toll on you. But Myriad is the guy who just streams for an hour at like 1 a.m. and then you think he goes to bed, but no, he's gonna play ladder for another 4 hours for fun and for practice, and then he's gonna go to bed.
Yeah, just taking a smoke break, and then he'll be right back on it.
I mean, he's not gonna take a smoke break. He's just gonna smoke at his computer. Sorry, Adam. Don't do that, please. Just quit.
Yeah.
You know what, Ezra? I'll allow it. Playing a lot in a tournament setup is taking a toll on people.
Yeah, it sure is, but it's also good practice for, if you're aiming for bigger tournaments. So I guess he's still happy, except for the fact that he just lost a very winnable game, I would say. But the next matchup is also really, really cool. I don't know if you had the chance to look at that already.
Unfortunately, I can see it on the screen and I peeked. But yeah, it's gonna be Pigeon's View, folks. And despite my prediction that we're gonna see Mali on Arabia, which we didn't, we're gonna have a Mali game nonetheless, and it is going to be now against Sengoku. Ooh, I like that. We earlier saw Mali doing a pretty good job against Sengoku, but that was when Mali was left alone to fully cowboom. Myriad is an old man. Well, not actually. No. Sometimes when I interact with him, I'm like, yeah, he's a nice guy. He's kind of like me. And then I find out, oh wait, he's 10 years younger.
You really? Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that. He looks more mature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I know what you mean, and so do all the men and women folk here.
No, I really meant it in a good way. I'm. He just looks adult, like an adult. I don't know. Like,
I get what you mean. Yes, he does look older than he actually is. And well, folks, this is Pigeon's View. Kind of looks like High View, which. It is essentially a better version of the old High View that has the improvements that the new High View now also features for the most part. Kind of like the middle markets, the better sacred site spawns. So yeah, welcome to Pigeon's View. It is essentially High View.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're gonna tell Kao that you are thinking of him, Ezra. As we see Msn here playing the Sengoku, he is opening with the Matsuri in the back on the wood line because it's a drop-off point, and immediately going for the Yatai. And Myriad is just gonna say, you know what? You're gonna boom. I can do that too. Let me build some houses on my pit mine. But yeah, Myriad is worried. He's checking for barracks.
I think this is the third game in a row where Myriad wasn't opening with the barracks.
How many of those did he win? 1, right?
0?
2?
Did he win 1 even?
Feels rough for him then. Maybe we should coach him to get better on that.
No, he did win with Tughlaq Dynasty. So
Oh, fair enough.
that is the one that he won. Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, it would have been wild to see French opening with barracks against Chinese. But yeah.
You can do
So, of
that.
course, you
I've
wouldn't
seen
do
it before. It's not horrible. The problem is that China can kind of ignore it because they can just build an IO and not have to worry about gold.
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't want
I
to
do
do
wonder,
that, but
I do wonder if at some point we'll see an efficient build order for Sengoku going Dark Age trade. That would be hilarious. But yeah,
I
probably
was
not.
so confused last time because I forgot that Matsuris are actually markets. So yeah, for anyone wondering, if you are towering your opponent Sengoku's gold and they're still aging up, yeah, that's how they do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're probably never gonna see Dark Age trade just because the return investment, it takes so long that by that time you will just be feudal age already if you just do the
Just
regular
for
way.
that, I'm gonna do it. Everyone's gonna expect me to make a yatai and sit on some boar somewhere. I'm just gonna make traders.
I mean, I could imagine in a team game, maybe that could be a play, right? I mean, on a big map team game, you just put it in the corner and then start spamming traders, or you just do it like this and then at some point build a normal market. Like, it could. Well, never mind. You cannot have a normal market.
Against the Civ like Malians that you don't actually expect to be on the map until like 5 minutes plus.
Yeah.
You just open with a trader immediately on like a map like Relic River where the market is all the way on the other side of the map? Hell yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, I wanna let me know when, and I'm gonna stream it.
I'm never gonna tell you ever. As we see Coca Township come up here for MSN. So yeah, it's pretty nice to have a Coca if there is Stealth Forest covering pretty much the entire map. That helps a lot.
That helps a lot. Oh yeah, I remember one of the first games where I saw Sengoku Daimyo, and it was against the Japanese on high Pigeon View, and it was crazy how he just ran around with the shinobi, and I was like, what is going on here? I have no idea what's happening. I don't understand these units. So yeah, they're pretty fun. They're pretty fun.
Okay, Myriad is opening with a stable here. A little bit of an interesting opening for Myriad. Honestly, he's floating so much gold here. Usually what you do is you set down a mill earlier and you immediately pump out 3 cows as you hit feudal age, just to get a little bit of an economic leg up, which against Sengoku it's kind of like breaking even, right? Instead, Myriad is gonna go for the Warrior Scout upgrade immediately. Please don't tell me he's playing Pro Scouts. Nah, he's not. And hey, look who joined the fun.
Just immediately there, yeah, with the grenades. Luckily, they can only put down 3 grenades, so it's not gonna kill the villagers here. But
still, that's
still pretty annoying. Super annoying. Yep. At the same time, Myriad did find the Yatai, which is there on the boar on the right side. So now trying to do some damage there, but the other scout is also there to...
It is now a warrior scout, so if Myriad had changed focus, he could kill this scout, but now it's too late because scouts actually do very high bonus damage against each other, higher than the warrior scout's actual base damage.
But they also do bonus damage against the scouts, so it's still even.
Oh yeah. It's not exactly even, but the warrior scout was already 2/3 dead, and it's 10 damage against 17 damage.
Or 11 against 17, I guess, right? Because it does have 1 damage.
Oh yeah, it does have 1 damage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 11 versus 17. So.
Yari Cavalry is here, and now let's see how much damage these shinobi actually did. That is 1 dead villager. Nice body blocks, but that is a 2nd dead villager.
Second one.
Good start for MSN.
Yeah. Good start, yeah, and there's the next one coming already. So there's a toll outpost to, help you look into that stealth force, because it is super frustrating to to work on that map without any kind of vision. So definitely the tower is needed for sure here.
I can't get it up though. The good old problem, and it's another dead villager. He's not even gonna lose to
Wording.
Yari.
You gotta work on your wording, please.
No, that was fully intentional, I'll have you know, as we see one food cart finally getting taken down, but at what cost? At the cost of 3 villagers losing in the middle. God, did MSN already... He has the shinobi ready again, so he could pop them here and just push back the... Or even slow down the villagers as he moves in, but I guess he's just gonna keep them saved up. And that is another 2 dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's losing also 3 of the Yari cavalry, so that is quite a heavy investment. But at the same time, you're killing villagers. 5 villager kills already. And so you have the strong food eco from Sengoku Daimyo. You killed some villagers, and your opponent is just scrambling. There's some more shinobi as well. And yeah, just doing some small damage here at least onto the villagers.
I'm gonna trade 3 horsemen for 5 villager kills. Yeah. I'm perfectly fine with that. And that is so much idle time too. And here comes the next round. More Yari cavalry on the way around. And the question behind all of this is, Myriad needs to worry about MSN just deciding, okay, now I have enough units on the field. I'm a terror in your face. I'm just gonna go castle now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a very real threat.
Tower is finally done.
Just the army comp with the Yari cavalry, you're forcing your opponent to go into the mass Donzo, and yeah, forget map control at that point. So MSN in a good position.
God, he's even taking out the sofa, and he's gonna get the Donzo too.
I mean, you're doing bonus damage against cavalry, so far might not be the best response. But this one Donzo isn't either. Oh, that is brutal.
I mean, Sofa is still a stronger unit than this Yari cavalry is on paper. Not just on paper. It's just a better unit. But at the same time, with Sengoku Daimyo's food income that is so boosted through the Yatai, you can very easily mass these guys. And Malians can't really do that in Feudal Age without the cows. Now we're gonna see some cows entering the field. Gonna get into those pens, and Myriad can finally at least replace some losses. Here comes a tower for MSN, so looks like he is going to prepare to head straight to Castle Age. As the sofas get, I'm gonna say intercepted, but luckily they turn around at the last second.
They just make it out alive here. Yeah. That was a close call. War Shinobi now on the pit mine. Yeah, throwing their grenades on the villagers. Not doing enough damage to kill them at this point, of course, but still fairly nice.
That is so annoying to play against. Holy sh...
It is really annoying, and also like it doesn't kill them on the first time, and also not on the second time, but at some point it will kill them, and it also just prepares the way for the Yari to then have an easier job. So they wouldn't have been as effective if not for the Shinobi. So really, really strong.
I do hope that
strategy.
The landmark is gonna get toned down once more. Like, at least make it so you can only choose one of these, and please, like, maybe tone down the damage exposure from 40% to something less still. Oh god, Sofas are being caught out again, and Yari cavalry are in fact faster than Sofas because these are horsemen and these are not quite horsemen.
Yeah, that's a weird mix between knights and horsemen in a sense.
Donzos though ready to save their life there. And now Myriad can finally start playing Malians for real, but if you look at MSN's resources...
Yeah. Where's the Saga Brewery? There it is.
Why are we building it here?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm curious to find out the reason. Maybe I get to ask MSN about it, because usually what you want to be doing is you build it next to the Matsuri, because the influence also buffs the Gaba rate of the gold villagers here on your sake brewery.
Yeah, there is space there, so I'm really curious as to why he didn't put it like right between the TC and the house. There would be space there, but
Apparently he likes farms. Myriad is moving out on the map. I mean, he's smelling this from a mile away. MSN suddenly no longer being super aggressive. You don't see more of the Yari on the map. Gotta be Castle Age.
yeah.
Oh, and another villager gets left behind.
Ouch. Yeah, I mean, that definitely smells Castle Age. Myriad also is getting close there. He has enough gold and he's halfway there in terms of food. And yeah, the cattle now will really pop off, so
Yeah.
he should get there fairly soon. But the timing is just... He didn't even start, and MSN just now reaching Castle Age can get the upgrades fairly soon. And now what, you know?
MSN also going for the mounted samurai, and we do see the archery range coming in. We do see the Yumi upgrade. Let's see how MSN is gonna do against the Sofa and Donzo strategy that Tiger was playing earlier. I mean, Myriad knows how it's done now.
He sure does. And Yari now finding some more villagers. Will they get some kills, though? They could kill the cattle. Are they? Yeah, they're looking for the cattle. Oh, that is a hate crime. Rip cattle. Now that is just sitting there. More or less. Yeah, not useless. I mean, you can still
We
get it from
remember
that.
our friend Cow.
Yeah, we hold him in high regard. We're gonna.
This is where
remember.
AOE4 esports died, folks. We just can't do anything anymore. It's over. As we see 6 Shinobi this time, the Castle Age variants move out of the woodworks and trying to deploy their grenades. Good reaction by MSN here on the raid against the Sofa, and he has the mounted samurais at home. I hate
Also,
when I send my units back to or when my villagers back to work and they didn't just stand right in front of the resource, as MSN is coming out of the walls again, but gets scouted out. Good reaction.
Mm-hmm.
17 Donzo, and Myriad tries for the Sofa raids, but so far he is not having success.
So far, he's not having success. Yep. Very nicely done.
And we've got the first Iko-Iki monk. Can you tell me where that name originates from?
Well, it originates from the Japanese, I believe.
Okay, can you narrow that down just a little bit?
Let me just Google that for you. Iko-Iki. Okay. Okay, there were armed military leagues that formed in several regions of Japan in the 15th and 16th centuries. So, yeah, basically just about the time of the Sengoku dynasty or Daimyo.
So why are they spiritual and handle relics? Oh. MSN needs to pay attention here. Does he have a scout? He does have a scout. Sees everything. All the Donzos just sitting there in the forest, completely blind.
Well, apparently there was a sect at some point in a Buddhist war, but yeah, I'm not too familiar with that. I'm just happy about the name, you know. That's all I care about. They sound funny, you know.
They really sound funny.
Iko-Iki. It's kind of like the Kura storehouse, where Kura means storehouse, so it's the storehouse.
Storehouse stars indeed, as we have Marine Lord coming in with the raid. Bonsoir. That is just about all I remember from French class from years ago. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome into the Warchiefs Club finals. It is MSN against Myriad, and MSN is up 2-1. This is the match point, in fact.
Yeah, it's a best of 5. So if MSN can close out this game, then he will be crowned the Warchief Club winner of this week. But Myriad still, definitely not out here while we see a Vololo attempt, and could definitely still make it work.
Myriad is so blind on this map. This is MSN's current vision, and he's gonna find all those Donzos with the 12 Yumi here, and he's gonna feast, and Myriad needs to run. That should be his entire front line gone there, as he's massing so far at home.
That is a pretty brutal. I mean, it's like you kind of can just stand there and fight, because you might as well take some damage and take some of the Mounted Samurai out, and he does succeed with that just a little bit, but that is not the engagement that he was hoping for.
Good so far movement at the
in a
south,
map like that, vision is key.
MSN doesn't have any units back here. Never mind, as I stated, 6 Mounted Samurai come in from the back. The food cart is not gonna be saved, but the villagers make it away. For anyone, if the stream is lagging for you, please set the quality to 1080p manually, because automatic is for some reason not working. Don't ask me why. It's weird. As we have another raid coming in. Stopper! That was probably horrible. I'm sorry. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome into the Warchief Club finals. As we see MSN's huge army just knock on the Malian door, and Myriad scrambling to find some damage, but just not gonna be successful so far.
Yeah, pulling away the gold villagers, trying to get them out of the danger zone.
Autumn. Well,
yeah, so
sorry, we're back.
While this is being fixed,
there is 20. It's fixed. I don't know why we have issues here. You wanted to support Tiger. Well, he was making a good showing earlier. Myriad went 4 games with him, and he actually won this matchup as Malians. This particular matchup against Myriad. So Myriad is just trying to follow through here with the same tactic of mass, Donzo, and Sofas, but if you just get your Donzo mass wiped, guess it just doesn't help. Veteran archers are now in, and we've got the poison archers also through. But yeah,
it also doesn't help that there's no scout there, so you're running in the stealth force and you don't see anything at all as the Sofa mass.
That must be fun.
That must. I don't know about you. I would define fun a little bit different. But to each their own.
Speaking of more fun, welcome in EGC TV. Also, someone ban Jigglypuff real quick, please. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in to the match point of the Warchiefs Club already. As we see Myriad scrambling to survive against the mass of MSN Sengoku. At least he's got some units at home now, and we do have 22 archers on the field. Is MSN gonna change anything up here, or are we gonna stick to just Mounted Sams and Mass Yumi? Looks like we're just gonna follow through. So far caught out, and they're gonna be wiped here.
Yeah, I mean, we do have the poison archers with the veteran archers, so they should do very well against the Mounted Samurai, but at the same time, there's also 34 Yumi Ashigaru from MSN on the field as well. So a lot of archers there to counter that. And again, it's the vision that kills me right now.
I'm very happy. Myriad made 2 scouts, and now he's sending them out in pairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on.
Yeah, just gonna... Oh.
Folks, sorry, I don't know why the automatic stream quality is not working. Blame Cow, thank you very much.
Blame Cow. That poor guy, he has nothing to do with that. But yeah, still blame him. It's fine. Someone has to be blamed.
Love how the counter is already at 125 as we see the unique upgrade for all melee damage here for the Sengoku come in. That is 30 mounted Sams. How is Myriad gonna hold that? He just can't.
He does have the poison archers, and maybe with the choke
power
point
of
here,
God,
maybe that will save him.
Nah, it's just not it's not gonna matter here. We do have a huge choke point here, and you know Malian spears can chuck their spears, but holy shit, that is gonna be a tough hold. MSN
That
coming in
hold,
70
yeah.
to 50 military, just pushing through. We've got 30 poison archers, we've got 25 poison archers, and we don't have any more frontline with 15 mounted samurai still alive.
Yeah, also the rally points are kind of not working in Myriad's favor at the moment. If we had villagers garrisoned in a TC, maybe that whole thing would have been a different story, because Myriad is kind of holding, you know. I'm like, kind of.
There's 13 mounted samurai here. How is he holding that?
Well, he does have the poison archer, so if he just gets, I mean, you know, he's pushing him off a little bit at least. You know, now he can breathe for a second.
I'll agree to that point. MSN is pulling back. I'm not quite sure why, but at the same time, yeah, fighting in that choke point did favor Myriad. I still think this is gonna be an uphill battle. 16 mounted Sams. Myriad though, Malians do have a very nice food income. Look at that, almost 2,000 food per minute at this point. Myriad trying to get his walls up so he doesn't get raided to death. But that is exactly what he's gonna plan to do to MSN now. Did anyone update the bracket command? Nobody did. I update the bracket command. Let me do that real quick.
But yeah, so in the meantime, we do have a couple of Sofa on the left trying to find a flank while MSN is again in the base burning down the pit mine. So that is gone. And it's just a production as well, so...
Okay, I'm gonna repeat myself one more time. Okay, set the quality to 1080p because automatic is not working. I don't know why. But yeah, here we are. Folks, thank you Raiders from Lash. Hope the qualifier was fun. And we are watching Myriad scrambling to stay alive somehow against MSN's overwhelming force here. But most of that is Yumi's right now. 25 mounted samurai though. Let's see if we can make this one work. Manu, can you quickly pin it? Because I can't through the OBS overlay. With the stream quality. Thank you.
Let me pin that for just a second. Alrighty. Yeah, so sorry for that issue. We have no idea why that is. It seems to be Twitch related. But back to the game. I mean, income-wise, it's still kind of okay. The gold income did take a little bit of a dip here for Myriad, but the food income is still there. And there's 6 more minutes of time to reset the Sacred Victory timer, so...
Yeah, trying to find damage.
Trying to find damage, and with the poison archers against the Yumi, that's an okay fight to take. And meanwhile, we do have a couple of Sofa in the base of MSN as well. Finding some villager kills is up to 12, you know, so Myriad was able to kill more villagers at least than MSN.
23 mounted samurai though. We're going for the same choke point as earlier. Gonna pull back behind the TC here in between all the production buildings. As we have the Great Exodus. If MSN sees those guys, this game might just be over. He does not. But this time we're going for a surround, and mounted Sams are still alive, still going strong. And Myriad's army is not. The Sofa are still trying to find any damage at all. It's a wonder they're still alive, but good job for them, I guess. But look at that. Yeah. It's just not gonna matter. There's 12 Sofa still, and MSN is just broken through. This should be it.
Yeah, definitely. The Sofa in the back can't really do anything, and all the reinforcements are getting destroyed as they move out, just because the production is mostly in front of the base. And there's still too many units, too many archers, too many Yumi, and too many mounted samurais. And again, the TC right now not really helping that much, so you can actually comfortably stand underneath the town center. You don't really care. This is rough. Yeah, definitely rough position now. Pastor's getting, or not the pastors, the cattle ranch is getting destroyed. The cattle might be next, and then bye-bye to your food income. This cannot go on for a lot longer, I suppose. I mean, Myriad is trying to hold on, kudos to him.
Technically, Myriad is economically ahead. He has 75 to 70 economic units, but I have no idea why he's still in this game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's in the game because he doesn't want to forfeit, but...
Probably chatting.
Yeah, 4 army units at the end. And Msn is showing that he really is just that good. He's just that good.
We've got Msn beating Myriad 3-1. Good job on that one. Let me update the scoreboard, and you got it already. Thank you.
Yeah, got it. So 3-1. So yeah, 3-1 in this best of 5 series. Msn taking it from Myriad.